At least 6 million Congolese were killed. But King Leopold is not the archetype of evil that Adolf Hitler is. Between 3 to 4 million Indians were starved to death. But Winston Churchill isn't Hitler. Andrew Jackson, Thomas Jefferson, Ulysses S. Grant, all of them were genocidal killers. Napoleon Bonaparte in Haiti, in the Caribbean, in Algeria, and Charles de Gaulle in Algeria, none of those are Hitler. No, the fact of the matter is that Hitler was not unique. He was absolutely on par. He was on par for the course. I mean, if Hitler had not attacked the Anglo-Saxons, Europe and America would not have batted an eye at his atrocities. Because you've all done it. You've all done what he did. You've all done what Hitler did. Your pantheon of historical heroes and your pantheon of leaders from the past is nothing but a rogues gallery. And all of your official villains in history is just a mirror reflection of yourselves. Hitler's just a reflection of you, all of you. And I'm saying the global South, Africa especially, you know, they've dealt with you so moderately. They've dealt with you so patiently. They've dealt with you so generously in such a civilized and a decent manner because they are that way themselves. That's their nature. And because their fledgling decolonization efforts were undertaken at a time when they were still vulnerable. So they dealt with you as if you are normal people, as if you're like them. Even though they themselves had experienced your brutality and your savagery, they didn't want to be rough with you. They didn't want to be harsh with you. They wanted to try to maintain, you know, some degree of harmony and goodwill. But you're not a people who understand that. You're not a people who respect that. You're not a people who appreciate that. And I'm saying the global South needs to deal with you the way you really are. Now, I'm not talking about aggression. I'm not talking about violence. I'm just saying it seems to me that the global South needs to cut you out as much as possible. They need to cut you out because you can't be trusted. You can't be relied upon to ever be fair, to ever be mature, to ever be reasonable. Because you've got killer instincts. You're always going to sting because that's just what you do. And it isn't intelligent to ever expect you to do otherwise. You know, I'm telling you, they can't help themselves. There's something wrong with them. You need to be as far away as possible. If you try to shake their hand, you're going to find yourself in handcuffs. Believe me, they're the biggest criminals in history. They're the biggest criminals in history with the longest and most atrocious criminal record in history. They're not in any position whatsoever to moralize or to sermonize or to demonize anyone. So you have to make a decision in the global South, whether you're going to protect your people, protect your nation, protect your sovereignty, or placate the West. The West built a mansion with your money, and they turned it into a crack house. And if you let them into your house now, they'll do the same thing to yours.